Good morning, everyone. I have a Goodwill bins haul for you today that I am sharing. It is kind of all over the place. There wasn't really a certain thing I was looking for, so I have a lot of random stuff. So let's get going on it. I'm going to start with linens and fabrics. So the first thing that I picked up was two sheer little linens. They have some floral um, stitching on them, and they're really beautiful. I thought these were perfect for Valentine's Day to do photography for some new items that I'll be putting in my Etsy shop. So actually, I already took photos with them and have posted that item. So if you've seen them, you may have seen them. But there was a pink one, and then there was also a red one. Those were just really pretty. Love decorating with these during the holidays. I also got found a very pretty vintage pajama top, but I hunted and hunted for the bottoms and could not find it. And when we were getting ready to leave, I just couldn't let it go because some of the stitching on it was really pretty. I thought it might be nice for a journal spine. Like this is the collar of it with the embroidery in the corners, and then down both pieces of the front there is this beautiful embroidery as well. So I am going to use that um, definitely in a junk journal layout, and then salvage some other pieces of it for other projects. So I have that. I also got this cross stitch table runner that was very Valentine's Day ish. It has some very pretty red and pink cross stitched flowers in it. They are on both ends of it. And then the edging of it is a pink ombre um, stitching, and I just thought this would be really pretty for Valentine's Day. So I have that. And I also found a tablecloth that would work for Valentine's Day. All of my linens were either Valentine's Day or Christmas ish. So that was kind of fun. This is a round tablecloth, which um my table at home is round, but I just don't prefer a tablecloth on it because I'm always crafting and working at my table, and a tablecloth just seems to get in the way. So I will probably be putting this for sale at my booth in the antique mall in the next couple of weeks. But it's these really pretty pink flowers, and the edge of it has a border that looks like this, like a little tassel. And I just thought that the colors of this for spring and Valentine's Day were gorgeous, so I could not let it go. I also found one scrap of Christmas fabric, which I told myself no Christmas, but I failed because it is a tiny, like ditzy Christmas tree pattern with little yellow hearts, and there was a pretty good chunk of it. So I am going to wash it and roll it up and save it for next year. That'll be a little sweet surprise because I'll probably forget I even had it. I also found that was it for fabrics. But I did find a very large stack of white felt, and I use felt a lot to line. I'm just gonna zoom out just a tiny bit. To line um, the inside of journals to give them like a little bit of a floof to the cover, like a padded cover. So I was happy to add this to my stash. And I think, oh, and then during Christmas, I really depleted my stash of tulle, which I used to do a lot of wrapping. So I told myself if I found any tulle that I would be happy to bring that home and add it back to my gift wrap station. And I was able to find 3 brand new rolls of white tulle. So I will be putting those with my gift wrap. I'm hoping to find some colors too, but white goes with everything. So I am always happy to accept some weight. I am going to move on to papers. I got some white cardstock, just plain white cardstock. I use this a lot for projects, so I will put that with my paper collection. And I also found this gray textured like business paper that you might print like your resume on or whatever, but it's a little bit thicker than standard paper and a nice quality, so I will put this in my stash for when I am making journals. Let's see what is next. Found two vintage Coca-Cola folders. Oh, that one's upside. No, that was right. So these are from 1997 and they are side loaders with holes. And I just thought that those were super fun. I actually remember having this one, so it was a little flashback memory. And so I have those. I found these like large fake money bills, which I thought I could do something with. So I'm going to put them in my paper stash and save them for a future collection. There's all different, there's fives and ones and even hundreds. So those are super fun. The next area that I'm going to show you is some books that I found. The first one I definitely will be listing in my Etsy store this week. It is the Fireside book of favorite American songs. And I have several books that are like this, so I do not need another one, but the art and sheet music in it make really fun pages if you are creating your journal. So it does have the cover on it still. The cover is not in great shape. And the side spine looks like this, which is really pretty with the guitar on it. A Fireside book of favorite American songs. It is a Simon and Schuster book, and the copyright date is 1952. So let's do a little flip through of some of the art that is in here. If you are looking for a book with sheet music and vintage art, this might be the one for you. This is the back. Now the colors, there are a lot of colors, but it is monotone color printing where there's mostly like one color on a page. And then sheet music. These make very interesting pages when you are putting together a journal. And let's give it a flip. A few bigger art pictures, and then a lot of smaller ones. Oh, she looks angry. I would not want to fight her. I just saw Yankee Doodle. I don't know some of these songs, but these are like very classic. Oh, the Streets of Laredo, the Wabash, oh, Tannenbaum. Ooh, this art is really cool. Sorry, the sun just decided to wake up. Let me see if I can help that a little bit better. Don't want to catch a glare with the trapeze artist, the man on the flying trapeze. So you kind of get the idea of the style of art that is in here. And like I said, this will be in my Etsy shop in the next week or so. So Fireside book of American favorites. The next book that I got in is one that I'll be adding to my personal collection. I love decorating with books. And it is a copy of Gone with the Wind. It is red, which is perfect for Valentine's Day. So I will use it in like a book stack on a shelf. And it is copyright, let's see here, 1943. So that's a fun one. I also found a few smaller books. This one is in pretty poor shape. It's called Conundrums by Rivers. It is copyright 1924. It is completely like spine damaged, but this is actually a joke book from the 20s. And I thought it was funny. My daughter and I were reading a lot of the jokes when we were waiting for another bin to roll out at the bins. So, why should you never confide a secret to your relatives? Because blood will tell. Um, when is a pie like a poet? When it is browning. Um, so some of the jokes in here were a little dry, and some of them we didn't even understand because they were from the time. But it was interesting. Okay, hold on. I want to read this one. Why is a vote in Congress like a bad cold? Because sometimes the eyes have it and sometimes the nose. Okay, well, I apparently did not get that as well as my husband sitting across the table from me did, but he is laughing at that one. So that was a fun little find. I also found a cute little Chicken Little book. This one also has spine damage, but would be a great book to make a journal, or sometimes I use my cinch just to make like a notebook out of small books like this. So I'll be putting that one in my collection. And the last one was The Smurf's Apprentice. And this one is one that I'll be saving. I've been kind of collecting some Smurf project or items for a Smurf project. And so this one has a lot of sweet, cute art. Smurfs was definitely one of my favorites growing up. And so I will be saving that one. Oh, I have one more. I'm sorry, you guys. Totally forgot that I did find this sweet little My Little Pony book. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It was a sticker book. The stickers will not come off of it. They have been there for long enough that they have secured their place, but I couldn't just let it disappear. The colors and the art in it are beautiful. So I will be trying to figure out what I can do with this in the next few months because it is just super fun. So My Little Pony, a sticker adventure book. So there's that. All right, we've been through books, we've been through papers, and now I just have a few other random items to show you. Let's see. I found a Happy Halloween rubber stamp art kit. These are pretty vintage looking. Apparently at some point in time, somebody was trying to sell them in a booth, but these are very 90s. And so I will be putting them with my Halloween stuff. And what else did I find? Oh, I was really excited about this. So these are cutter dies. It says Love and Lace. And they're die cuts for like my die cutting machine, but I do not have any ovals yet. And I use an oval shape often for making covers of journals, and I am always just tracing random items that I find that are oval shaped. So this will be nice to have some different size ovals that I can use in my cutting machine to make sure that the ovals are really, in really good shape, So that is fun. I did find some scrapbooking paper, designer paper by Color Book, and these were bright spring colors. So I thought that these would work really well in a spring journal. Add that to my scrapbooking paper. Let's see here. There were a few vintage Christmas boxes, and I did not make any this year, but the year before I did like take the covers of boxes and fold them in half and turn them into some journals. So I thought that I would save these for that. There was the holly berries, and then there was this one that has like a basket with a poinsettia. And I'm just going to put those in my Christmas stash to make journals out of next year. Sorry, I totally bumped the frame. I found a Looney Tunes pocket folder. This is also 1997. It was with the Coca-Cola ones. I have the planner that matches this. So, and it's for sale in my antique booth. So I am going to be putting that side by side with it. And the rest of the stuff that I found is all tiny goodies. So let's me see. I did find some stickers during this hunt. And these are some glitter unicorns. I've been seeing a ton of destashing of creative memory stickers. And they're no Lisa Frank, but they are still cute. And if I can use something that's going into the garbage, I would prefer to use that instead of something new. So I did pick up all of these stickers. Oh, 2010. Look at Happy New Year's 2010. So these aren't that old, but they certainly will work well in a journal. So I saved all of those. And oh, there's some baking ones. More Christmas. And then there were a few letter sets. There's these ones. They're like a cream block letter. And there were 2 packs of them. And then some lime green felt covered ones. They're like a flock material. And green, they're like maps. So like for traveling. So I will add those to my letterbox. Then I found, let me get some of my coffee. Let's see. Some tiny things. So I did have like just some like random scraps that I found. I'm going to use those in my layout. Every time I go to the Goodwill bins, I try to do a layout of just like thrifted garbage paper because I mean it's fun to hunt for things that I could use in a layout that day. My daughter had handed me these instructions from the I guess there was a Stranger Things Kellogg Eggo card game, and it was just like the instruction from it. There were no cards. She was like, well, we've been watching Stranger Things. You should put that in your journal. And I thought, you're right, we have been. So we're going to do it. I did find this, the world's best gift wrap cutter from Gift Co. It looks like you use it to cut your wrapping paper. I thought we'd give it a try and put it in our gift station. Found a tiny porcelain little cup that I will be putting on my trinket shelf when I clean it. Really pretty for Valentine's Day with the red and pink flowers. There were 2 Care Bear plushies. One is more modern. I actually think I have this one maybe. Sorry, everybody. It is, if I'm not mistaken, I think I got it at Miniso, but I figured this would be fun for if I have like a swap partner that is into Care Bears. I could pass that on to them. And then this one is older. This is actually a Burger King Care Bear from 2005. And that one will be going on a charm for myself. Love him. I picked up one lonely spoon. It is marked stainless steel Japan, and it's got like an Art Deco vibe to it, and I just thought it was really pretty. I'm gonna wash it and use it in a sugar bowl that I have that needs a spoon. So there's that. Let's slide all of this over. Let's see, we're almost done with this haul. There is a mini globe. Now, this is marked Japan, and the bottle of it is metal. And I just thought, what a trinket. That is super cute with this little mini globe. So I will be putting that somewhere. A small piece of pink lace. Like I said, that's going on my daily page. Just something small. I did find one stamp. There were more stamps, but none of them really caught my eye except for this one. This one is a 1995 Cynthia Hart rose tag, and it does not look like it's been used. I like that it has like a spot where, like, when you stamp it, there's still an opening that you could put a date in that spot. So we'll be giving that a try on my journal layout. I found one vintage, he's like a pencil gripper. He's like a little pink bat, and he would like hold on to your pencil. He's just super cute. He's got like a clippy that you can open and shut him, and I felt like he needed a home on my journal. One of my journals. We'll figure out which one. So, love him. He's adorable. And then these aren't really for junk journaling. I've said this before, but I am a K through 2 art teacher, and I have a sticker little sticker store that is like a reward. I found 2 bags of these, like, just assorted animal stickers, and so I will be adding those to my sticker store. I am going to pull this horse one out. 2026 is the year of the horse, and so I'm going to save that for my layout. I thought it would be cute there. And then the last bit are some Christmas ornaments, and I'm a sucker for Christmas ornaments. I can't help myself. And so these are the ones that I found. I found this Mr. and Mrs. Claus wooden ornament set. They belong together. I couldn't let them be separated, and they are super cute. I'm not sure what Santa was holding, but it broke off. That's okay. Doesn't bother me. They're cute. I also found this set. They're made from like a cork material. There's a little girl, and it looks like a little boy, and they match. They're just, I don't know, they are super cute. I thought this one was adorable. It's Santa, and he is sitting on top of the North Pole wallet, and all of his credit cards are inside. The North Pole Express, the North Pole sleigh license, and a picture of him and Mrs. Claus together. Thought that was adorable. And then the last one I got was this guy from Rudolph. What's his name? Hermie. Thank you. Hermie with holding his tooth extraction pieces, because he wants to be a dentist, and he will be getting packed up with my Christmas stuff for next year. So I hope you enjoyed this Goodwill Bins thrift haul, and I hope to be back with another one soon. I will see you all later.